In a previous video, I discussed the option strategy referred to as a condor. And a viewer pointed out to me that I actually constructed an iron condor, not a condor. So in this video, I want to redo that, revisit this, and clarify that point, as well as providing a couple of additional examples. Now, a condor or an iron condor is a less risky version of the strangle, involving 4 different striking prices. Now, you're going to use a long condor or a long iron condor when you think the price of the stock will likely move within a range of 2 prices. You use a short condor when you think the price of the stock will move outside a range of the 2 prices. Now, the difference is that a condor consists of using either 4 call options or 4 put options to create the strategy. An iron condor consists of using 2 puts and 2 calls. So in the case of a condor, you're using the same class of option. In the case of an iron condor, you're using 2 classes of options. Now, what does the payoff picture look like? Well, it looks like this, and these are the wings of the condor. Here we have the case where what we're going to do to construct this long condor or iron condor is we want to buy the outside strike prices, whether it's a put or a call, here at A and D, and we want to write the middle options with strike prices of B and C. To construct a short condor or a short iron condor, we're going to do the opposite. We're going to write the outside strike prices at A and D and buy the ones with strike prices of B and C. All right, let's take a look at a numerical example. Here I'm going to construct a long iron condor by buying a 75 call at 10, writing an 80 call at 7, writing an 85 put at 8.5, and buying a 90 put at 12 1/8. So this is an iron condor because we're using both classes of options. So if you add up the cost of the 2 that we buy and you subtract out what we receive for the 2 options that we wrote, it comes to a net cost of 1 5/8. So graphically it looks like this. It's going to be 1 5/8 is the cost, and you can see here that this portion of the graph, where the stock price stays below 80, looks like a call option with an exercise price of 75. Once we hit the exercise price of 80, this 80 call kicks in, and for every $1 we make on this call option, we lose $1 on the call option we've written, so it just flattens out. So this portion here looks like a bull spread. Over here, we've purchased the 90 put at an exercise price of 90. As long as the price is above 90, then the put that we wrote does not kick in. So this portion just looks like a put option with an exercise price of 90. When the price falls below 85, this put kicks in. For every $1 we make on this, we lose $1 here, and it just flattens out. And so you can see this portion here looks like a put bear spread. This portion here looks like a call bull spread, and that's really what you have here. The break-even points, 76 5/8. The price has to rise above 75 by 1 5/8 to break even, or fall 1 5/8 below 90 to break even, and the maximum profit is 3 3/8. Because if you go from 76 5/8, the break-even point, to up here the maximum to 80, you'll see that that's 3 3/8. This is a distance of 3 3/8 here. If you want to construct a short iron condor, we'll just do the opposite. We'll sell the options, the outside strike prices, and we'll buy the inside options. And so, because we've used the same numbers here, all these that were positive are now negative, and all these that were negative are now positive. So the net is the person who constructs this strategy is going to receive 1 5/8. And you can see that the maximum profit here is 1 5/8, and the break-even are going to be the same. This is just the mirror image of the long Iron Condor. And this person is hoping that the price falls below 75 or rises above 90. If it falls between 80 and 85, they're going to lose 3 3/8. So it's the opposite of the long Iron Condor, where the person who constructed that strategy was hoping that the price would stay between 80 and 85. All right, let's construct a condor now by using just call options. So we're going to buy a 75 call at 10, write an 80 call at 7, write an 85 call at 5.5, buy a 90 call at 4 1/8. And I've tried to make the numbers so it comes out to the same cost as the previous example. And if we look at this, what happens here? Same sort of thing, 1 5/8, maximum profit of 3 3/8. This portion is exactly what we had before. Now we get to 85. This 85 call kicks in, so you start losing $1 for every dollar that the price goes above 85. Here you were even because the dollar you made here is offset by the 80 call that you wrote. Now you've written another call, so it turns down. And at an exercise price of 90, you buy the 90 call, which causes this to flatten out. So the picture looks exactly the same here as it did with the Iron Condor. And then one more, let's look at the long Condor with puts. All right, I'm going to dispense with showing you the short Condor. You can just reverse the numbers and work it out for yourself. But here's one with put options. We're going to buy the 75 put at 4 1/8, write the 80 put at 5.5, write the 85 put at 7, and buy the 90 put at 10. And once again, I tried to create the numbers so it comes out to the same cost here of 1 5/8. Now it's easier to think about this if we start over here. If you buy the 90 put, then you get this put payoff. At 85, you've written a put, so that one kicks in when the price goes below 85. So for every dollar you make here, you lose $1 here, so you get the put bear spread picture here. Now you're writing another put option, so you're no longer staying even. You're going to start losing $1 for every price that it goes below 80, so it turns down. And then you buy a 75 put here, so that for every dollar you're losing here, you're making $1 on the 75 put you bought, and it flattens out. And the way I constructed it, you have the same cost, 1 5/8, the same maximum profit of 3 3/8. But you can see that whether you use a condor or an iron condor, you can essentially create the same payoff picture. So I hope this clarifies the point, and the extra examples show you that you can do it using all calls, all puts, or both puts and calls.